皆さんこんにちは. It's me, Shogo.
And Harumi.
Hi, guys. Thank you so much for coming back to another episode of Shogo and Harumi's podcast. All right. So we've actually been on... So the thing is that you guys probably know about me doing the samurai training activity in Kyoto. I started it in the beginning of 2023 along with Let's Ask Sensei and my activities with Asayama Ichiden Ryu. And basically it's a 2-hour activity where a lot of travelers, visitors coming to Kyoto from overseas can come to the dojo in Kyoto.
Wait.
The Yushinkan dojo. Yeah.
Did you just say Seki Sensei?
Yeah. With Asayama Ichiden Ryu. No, the timing, when I started.
Timing. Oh, okay.
Yes. You're asleep. You're sleeping. You paused. Everyone probably understand you stopped it for everyone. But anyways, yes. The thing is, what I'm trying to get to is that I don't actually have to go to the samurai training activity anymore. Yeah, now we have there's three people who can do the part that I used to do for about 2 years. Yeah, so there's 2 students from Kyoto University, and there's a new staff called Jordan who came from the UK all over to Japan, all the way over to Japan to start working with Yushinkan. And now he is in charge of doing the interpretation for the activities. So basically, I do have a lot of time now at home to work on a lot of the other activities and projects that we're doing right now. That's just great. Yeah.
Great.
So today too, we were actually at a kimono convention. This morning it's kind of like there was like this area in a building in the center area of Kyoto where a lot of different kimono manufacturers will come out and they have these small booths. Each company will have their small booth and be presenting their products that they're selling. Yeah. Some people, of course, would be selling kimonos. There were some men's kimono too, some obi, some of the decorations, the accessories, like the obijime and the haorihimo, all that kind of stuff. And we went to go and talk with them because, again, as we said in the first video we posted on Let's Ask Shogo, we were hoping to start making our own kimonos.
Yes.
Yeah, our own kimono brand. We already have a brand name and everything ready and all that kind of stuff. And we went skating for the first time, ice skating with Hinata. I mean, Harumi and I have been to skating before when we were young and all that kind of stuff. But for the first time for Hinata and Nagi, for Nagi, it didn't work out so much. She was just simply very scared, so she was crying the whole time. So we had to take her out immediately. But Hinata was having a great time, so that was fun. And so on and so forth. Yeah. And this podcast, guys, I really need to apologize. I want to try to make these Shogo and Harumi's podcasts something that's educational for you guys, something talking about topics that's what should I say, that everyone can join and discuss together kind of thing. But there's something this week especially that we absolutely have to share with you, and is a topic of 2025 might be a lot crazier than we expected. This is a topic we absolutely have to get to. And the thing is, we want to re-explain to you guys what's going on this year. Because I think there's 1.5 times more than we expected. Well, the things that we're going to be talking about today here is everything's probably we didn't talk about in the video that we posted on Let's Ask Shogo. On the first video we posted this year, January 1st, I think. We didn't talk about... I don't think we probably talked about the kimono. We didn't talk about these katanas, what we're going to be selling. We didn't talk about the new Japanese traditional music media called Wagaki Japan that we're going to be doing with Kaminaga-san. We didn't talk about that. We didn't talk about the Knowing Kyoto tour that I'm going to be holding a new tour in Kyoto where you get to visit places in Kyoto related to No Theater, and at the end actually watch a show that's hosted by me and my sensei, which is Yamada Isumi sensei, that I'm going to be making videos of on Let's Ask Show very soon too. None of this was probably included in the first video. But the 4 things that I just mentioned right now are all going to be happening. It's crazy. Last week we talked a little bit about Harumi, becoming a instructor in kimono dressing. And maybe be teaching how to wear kimonos, making more content on YouTube and all that other kind of stuff. This doesn't have any water either. You can go and fetch some water if you want to. Harumi's been coughing a little bit, so it's very dry again in Kyoto in winter time. So, all right. So now that Harumi, you can hear Harumi coughing.
Sorry.
So it's very, very dry. But anyways, let's get to those 4 points, okay? That I was talking about earlier. So all these 4 things. So it's crazy. I think I can talk a little bit about this too, but whenever I think a lot of people think that when they want to change their lives,
Yeah.
or they want to, should I say, get out of the environment that they're in right now, kind of thing, you know?
Yes.
Yes. A lot of people think that they need to add something. They need to start something new, you know? They have to start a new routine or, buy something new or all that kind of stuff, you know? And of course, changing your environment, moving somewhere else might change something, of course. But I really always feel, from my personal experience too, is that you really need to rather quit things. Get rid of things is when new things start.
Absolutely.
Yeah, exactly. So, of course, when you quit something is, of course, it's painful, you know?
Yeah.
It might be painful. It might be sad sometimes. And of course, your life might be more stable, to be honest, if you continue what you're used to. Yeah. But when you actually take a step forward, moving out of your comfort zone, I think would be the right way to say it. Is when your life changes, I really feel. Yeah. So the last time this happened was absolutely when Kazu and Tomoko unfortunately left the team.
Yeah.
They wanted to do something on their own and they left the team. Of course, it was very painful for me and for Harumi, for all of us actually, for our viewers too of Let's Ask Shogo. I'm pretty sure it was very shocking and such. But after they left, because everything started to not work so well, of course, and all that kind of stuff happened. And we said, let's break this team apart, everything that I'm doing right now happened immediately after that happened.
Literally.
Yes, literally everything.
Yeah.
Yes, literally the next day that we decided. Yeah, seriously. So like the next moment almost. Yeah. It was the first thing that happened was meeting Katana, which is a very famous. I think they have like a lot of subscribers now. 6 million? I don't know. A few million subscribers on YouTube too. They make a lot of anime related katanas in the US. Yeah. And they first contacted us, maybe making some videos with them. That was the first thing that happened. Because before that, I was only doing YouTube, right? I was only doing YouTube. And then the next day almost, after we made that decision, to move forward. Mini Katana contacted us, and then maybe a few weeks later, Kurosawa Sensei, which is the instructor of Asayama Ichiden Ryu, the right arm of Six Sensei, he contacted me, saying that we're going to be in Osaka soon. Shogo-san will be interested in doing kind of like collaboration kind of thing. It'd be great if we could do like a YouTube channel kind of thing. It was me that originally contacted him because I'm going to be going to Osaka and taking part in that seminar that we're holding in Japan. But he actually gave me the reply saying that I know you actually. It'd be great if we can do like collaboration video together. And then we ended up doing a channel together, and now we have our online lessons and everything. And then it was 2 months after they left when I went up to Yushin Sensei, which is the head, the dojo leader, the chief of the dojo of Yushinkan Kyoto again. And we started the samurai training activity together, right? Yes. And now it has about, 1,000 reviews on Airbnb. And it's 4.99 stars.
Wow.
That's what Sensei almost has 250,000 subscribers with 120 online lesson members. Everything happened from there. And then from here, what happened, the biggest change, again, as I said in the beginning, the biggest change is that I don't go to the samurai training activity anymore. So we have the new staff that are taking part of it, of course. I really wanted to continue working at samurai training activity as well, of course. But if I continue working there, I always have to be there. If we don't start raising new people, a lot of my time, like 80% of my time was taken away with that activity. Is kind of surprising that I was doing everything else with only 20% of my time. All the other YouTube videos that I made on Let's Ask Sensei and all my training and all that kind of stuff was done in the 20% of the time. And that's the reason why we couldn't do Let's Ask Shogo for over a year and a half, I think, properly. That's the biggest reason why, to be honest. So it would have been great. I mean, what should I say? Being able to make stable income, being able to actually meet people who watch my channel, all these things of the samurai training activity in Kyoto was amazing, to be honest. But now that we made the decision that we have to move on, what's really crazy is the same thing. The next day, I had a meeting with Yushin Sensei. It was like we talked about it for about 90 minutes, and he was like, it'd be great if we can let the newer staff, take on the activity. Yes, of course. And I could be a little bit more free, and I'd be like, that's totally fine. Let's do it that way. And then the next day, everything started to happen, right?
Literally next day.
First of all, on that day, during that meeting, the first thing we're going to be talking about is the website where we're going to be selling the real katana.
Mm.
Yeah, that happened on that day, first of all.
Oh, yeah,
Because before
yeah,
that, we
yeah.
were kind of talking about it, but never actually got to the point where we're like, okay, let's actually do this. Yeah, now we have the website. We actually have a contract that we both signed. Yeah, and we actually have the pictures of the katana that we're going to be selling. That the Yushin Sensei's business partner Osayo-san has taken for us already. Yeah, we have the pictures, and that's amazing too. Yeah, so everything is rolling now, and as soon as Harumi completes the website, we can just get started at any time, to be honest.
Wow.
Yeah, so that's crazy. So again, Yushinkan Kyoto, we of course not only hold the samurai training activity, but they actually sell real katana too.
Yeah.
We've actually already sold over 50 katana overseas to people who came to our activity and are interested in purchasing katana.
Yeah.
Over 50 people have already purchased katanas, and we've already have experience of shipping them overseas correctly. Yeah, so we decided that, because a lot of people ask us, is there like an online shop kind of thing, you know?
Yeah.
Almost like every couple of days I have people asking me in the DM, you know, where can I get my real katanas, you know?
Really?
Yeah, so even now. So it's crazy how many people want access to real katana, you know, Japanese authentic ones, you know? So yeah, we're really excited that that's going to be happening next. And now, thanks to that website, the new project happening, I have like a super long list of videos that I want to film. Yeah, it's going to be great. I've made a long list of videos that's going to be related to real katanas that might, invoke the interest of using real katana, owning real katana, all that kind of stuff. Here, where's my list? I can take a look at together with Harumi. See, these are here. These are the videos I have here. Yeah. So first of all, of course, we're going to be introducing the website, and then I'm going to be probably buying a real katana on Yahoo auction. And seeing what a auction katana looks like, which is going to be horrible, to be honest. Because auction katanas, they look really, really cheap. I mean, you can buy like a real katana for like 150,000 yen. Yeah, but you get it, it's rusted. The mounting is destroyed. You know, it's horrible. So I'm going to be trying that out and see if it's great. If it's great, because I'm actually going to be buying it. So, and also I'm going to be making videos like the ultimate guide to Japanese sword maintenance, the beginner's guide to mat cutting. Katana with bohi, which is the groove. Yes, can't cut, says who video, because the katana that I use actually has a he, but I've been able to do all of my techniques with that katana, so I'm going to be talking a little bit about that. I'm absolutely hoping to make a video talking about how the mats are made. The mats that we cut are made. Yes, is a little bit different in each Ryuha style and dojo, so we can introduce how we do it in Yushinkan. And also, I'm gonna be making a video talking about the 3 ways to test your skills in mat cutting. For example, doing the tatogiri, which is the multiple cuts. You're trying to test how many cuts you can get from one mat, kind of thing. Yeah. Yes, and also the neraigiri, which is the aiming cut. So you have like this toothpick in the mat and trying to see how close you can cut to it. If you cut past it and cut the toothpick off, then it's failed, basically. So you try to aim somewhere that's really, really close to the toothpick, kind of thing. Yeah, this is a way to test your skills. And also the secret to making the mat stop. Yeah, so there are techniques in tameshigiri mat cutting where you cut, for example, down up, and you make the top mat stop there in midair, and then chop that in half, kind of technique, right? There's actually, because I've been training in that too, there are some ways to keep in mind, some things to keep in mind to make the mat actually stop. Yeah, so of course, while I'm filming that video, I probably won't be able to make this mat stop every single time. Yeah, but still,
that's super difficult.
Yeah, it is. But there are some techniques to it. If I can continue doing it, I'll probably be able to get to that point where I can explain a little bit about it. So, and I have a few other ideas too. Like, for example, I could put my old juban and old kimono that I probably won't be wearing anymore on a mat and see how much a katana can cut through a kimono and a juban and into the mat or that kind of stuff. Yeah. I think Warakiri Battosai-san has done something really similar. Yeah,
oh, really?
The thing is that he put on a regular shirt though. Yeah, it wasn't a kimono, so it was just a regular shirt. So in the past, though, if samurais were going to be fighting each other, it'd be a kimono, right? That's right. So I wanted to try out putting a old juban that's like, there's some juban that I have that are like completely yellow almost because I've been wearing it for so many years now. Yeah, it's really disgusting, to be honest. Yeah, so you can use that, and I have some kimonos that I've been wearing for like 10 years now. Like, because I've owned a few kimonos even before I started last at Shogo.
Yeah.
So yeah, exactly. So we can maybe try cutting those and seeing how it's done and all that kind of stuff. Just an experiment. Yeah. And these videos will all have what should I say, in between a part where I'll be introducing the new website where we're selling a real katana. Yeah. So that's one thing. That's the first thing. That's still the first thing. I'm talking for 15 minutes already. That's still the first thing that we're going to be doing this year. Yeah, that I haven't talked about in the first video.
That's crazy. Yeah.
And the second thing that we're very confident that's going to be working out soon is the men's kimono brand. Yeah. For those of you who are listening to Shogo Nanabi's podcast, there's only like a few hundred of you who are listening to this, to be honest, so you guys get to know first. But the brand is going to be called Usen Huma, by the way. Yeah, my favorite Zen phrase. Yeah, Usen Huma. Usen means to be washed by rain. Yeah, and Huma means to be polished by wind. Yeah. Okay, washed by rain, polished by wind. Yes, this means rain, of course, wind. These are obstacles in your life. Yes, harsh things that you have to experience. Yeah, but these are what washes you. Yeah, and these are what polishes you, which makes you strong, which makes you a better person. Yeah, Usen Kuma is a Zen phrase that I really like very much.
Love this. Super
so
cool.
the kimono brand is going to be called Usen Kuma. So I really hope that men who are fighting with the spirit of Usen Kuma can wear my kimonos. Yeah, they could be training in martial arts. They could be training in whatever they're doing, tea ceremonies or no theater or whatever I love. Too.
Yeah.
Because I'm going to be the one that's going to be loving my kimono brand the most, of course. Yes, and I really believe there's a lot of other people too who are interested in buying men's kimono, which is very, very difficult to find, especially when it's in the hakama style.
Yeah.
Usen Huma, we have a long list of things that we're what should I say? We want to say that is the characteristic of our brand, basically. And one of the characteristics is that it's going to be hakama based.
Yeah.
Yeah, because a lot of men's kimono today, like 95% of it is kinagashi style, so you don't have the hakama, and it's just the kimono. But the past samurais would only do that when they're indoors in their pajamas, basically. Yeah, and of course, commoners, merchants, those people in different lower than the samurais were not allowed to wear hakama, first of all, because what you can wear was determined in the past too during the Edo period.
Yeah.
So hakama style was only done by the samurai or people of special religious jobs, like the Shinto priests or people who make katanas. Oh, yeah, katana craftsmen are allowed to wear hakama too. So yeah, exactly. But anyways, I really feel that what's special about men's kimono is absolutely the hakama. Yeah, and then so I want to make the kimonos that are short, not as long as the kinagashi style, which doesn't get in the way when you wear a hakama. Yeah. So that's great, and all the other design wise, the first designs we're going to be making is going to be based on Asayama Ichiden Ryu. So we have the Ryuko, which is the tiger and dragon, which is one of the kinjutsu kata that actually exists in Asayama Ichiden Ryu. That's going to be the first design we're going to be making. And also, we're going to be making a design kimono where we have like these small pictures of the training tools that we use in Asayama Ichiden Ryu. It could be like the katanas, it could be the kama sickles, it could be the jo staff. Yeah, it could be the tamagsari chain balls, all that kind of stuff. Yeah, and we're probably going to be we have a lot of other ideas too, like no masks. It might be some of the common crests might be. Yeah, and we'll keep on studying, of course, and trying to seek what kind of other designs we can do. Yeah. And if we continue, like for example, seeking other brands too and looking for them, I'm pretty sure we'll be able to find something that we like very much. Do you remember if there's any of those Ryugak-san somewhere? Yeah, I can go and find you. I'm pretty sure Harimi has been coughing the whole time. I'm pretty sure she has been standing up and down the chairs, going all over to try to quietly cough as much as possible. There's some throat drops we call in Japanese. Yeah, there we go. That should make you stop coughing. The moment you try to start talking when you're coughing, it really stops you. So
I'm simply.
What?
I think I'm simply had a cold.
Okay. Again?
Yeah.
You're always having a cold recently.
Yeah, I know.
You're like, I have a cold. I have a cold for like 2 weeks or 3 weeks now, I think. Yeah. I mean, we absolutely had a cold. All of us had a cold probably like a few weeks ago, maybe 2-3 weeks ago, and everyone recovered. And from there, you've been saying that I have a cold for the whole time. Yeah.
I think I'm continuing. Keep on.
What?
how to say, caught a new cold.
Okay, only you then? Because everyone else is fine. Yeah.
Because this coughing, this kind
Mhm.
of coughing, has started today.
Okay, okay. You really need to focus a little bit on your health then. Yeah, you can't be
True.
catching colds all the time. Yeah.
True.
So for men's kimono too, I've already been making a couple of videos, and I'm really surprised that they're getting actually quite a lot of views. Yeah, a lot of people, because the information about men's kimono, it's really, of course, there are videos up there. Yeah, but they're made by people who aren't really used to making videos. You know. Yeah, I mean, they might be professionals of men's kimono itself, like making kimonos and wearing it, but making YouTube videos they're not professionals of, or they don't speak English. You know? They might have subtitles, but it's not enough for everyone to fully understand, because wearing a kimono is difficult. You know, you really need step by step, instructions, right? Yeah. So and not a lot of people can explain more about like these. What should I say? The details of the rules and how it works and such, So I have a long list here for men's kimono videos, related videos too, like men's kimono taboos. Yeah, 5 points to know before buying men's kimono. Yeah, beginner's guide to choosing men's kimono, men's setta zori geta. Beginner's guide to men's kakuobi, 3 easiest ways to tie them, how to tie the hikobi. Yeah, I made a YouTube short recently talking about the difference between kakuobi and hikobi. Yeah, and then advanced guide to men's obi, how to tie it in a really cooler way, which is a little bit more difficult. It looks really cool kind of thing. Yeah, how to keep the kimono neat when you're wearing it. Yeah, how to stay cool or how to stay warm while you're wearing it. Yeah. How to protect your kimono from rain. Yeah. How to wash your kimono. Yeah. 3 ways to do the front knot of the hakama. And then after we do all of these videos related to hakama and such, I want to make the ultimate guide to hakama. Yeah. So talking about the types of hakama, to choose the right length, how to tie the kakuobi in the most in the best way that suits the hakama, which is the ichimonji musubi. Yeah, and I will love to talk also about how to get the kimono. If it's a long kimono, you have to get it out of the way before you wear a hakama. So I'll like to explain about that, and how to put it on, of course, how to do the 3 hakama knots as I explained earlier, how to use the restroom, how to fold a hakama, and how to wash it. As all of this included. Ultimate guide to hakama will be really cool too. And again, all of these videos are going to be linked together with the website that we're going to be making soon. So
amazing.
Yeah, it's going to be very, very exciting. Yes. Now, still 2 things. I hope we'll be able to end about 30 minutes. Yeah. The third thing, which is probably going to be happening sooner than the fourth thing. The third thing is that, again, I've been talking a little bit about this on OMG Japan with Sunshine Show too. Yeah. But I've been discussing having meetings with Kaminaga Daisuke-san, which is the shakuhachi player of Wagaki Band and Hanafugetsu.
Yeah.
Also my sensei in shakuhachi. Yeah, for a couple of months now. But he actually became the COO of Hogaku, which is Japan's formal, biggest media for Japanese traditional instruments.
Yes.
Yeah. So they've been making magazines. Yeah, every month, I believe. Every month, maybe a week or something. Yeah, Hogaku Janaru is journal. So Hogaku means Japanese music. Yeah. So it includes all of traditional music to modern music, all that kind of stuff. So in those magazines, they would talk about where different concerts and shows will be held. To be introducing some of the club activities that students will be doing. Like, this is our Koto club in this high school in this area in this whatever prefecture, and it's sometimes introducing professional performers and their life, all that kind of stuff was in one magazine. So they were like the center of Japanese traditional music. So everyone, if you're training in shakuhachi, koto, shamisen, all that kind of stuff, you would absolutely have read Hogaku Janara before. Kind of thing, However, Hogaku Janara itself, because it's having starting to get less and less people buying it, viewing it, reading it. Of course, this magazines, we don't read them that much anymore, right? And they didn't have like a proper website where you can read the articles online, which is crazy, right? Nowadays, no YouTube channel, no website articles, just the magazines. Very old style, classical style. So basically, the formal president of Hogaku Janara said, we can't continue doing this anymore. We can't make enough money. So is there anyone who can carry this on? And then Kaminaga Daisuke-san was chosen. Yeah, he was brought to
Okay.
the company and was like, "Would you be able to do this for us?" And he'd be like, "Okay, why not?" You know. So now he's in charge of keeping Hogakujanara alive. Yeah, but he doesn't want to do it in the same way. Obviously, if
That's
it's gonna
true.
work, if you're gonna be doing it the same way, then why would they have to change the president in the first place, right? So they have to literally change everything. Yeah, they're probably gonna be keeping the name, but what they're gonna be doing, how they're gonna be doing, is gonna be totally different. First of all, probably not going to be doing any magazines in the first place.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
So I'm not too 100% sure about all of his plans, but basically he came up to me and discussing like how should we keep Hogakujan alive. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
exactly. And especially because I have connections with people overseas, right? Yeah, so you guys listening to this too. And most people don't have that because most people can't speak English. They don't know how to communicate, all that kind of stuff. Yeah. Yeah. Off topic too, but a lot of Japanese people think that they can speak and have conversations with people overseas if they can speak English. That is not true. Yeah, if you don't try to understand other countries or other nations' cultures, then you can't have a conversation. That's the thing. A lot of people, overlook that. They don't respect other people's cultures enough. Yeah, they don't think about how they speak or what to talk about, how to talk about things. Yeah. And they think that if you can speak a language, you can have a conversation, but that's not true. Because if you can speak a language and have a conversation, then all of the people who are native in that language needs to be able to have a conversation, right? That's not true. There are people who can't talk, who are shy, who get very emotional, can't talk, So it's really up to that person's efforts to be able to communicate with someone, right? So anyways, but make a long story short, especially in the world of Japanese traditional culture and music too, including, people are struggling very much. Yeah, because there's a lot of people who are interested in the culture, as I always say. Same thing, martial arts. It could be the dancing, it could be kimono, it could be the whatever. Yeah, but there's no roots there now. There's no route to get there. So so basically I said to Kaminaga-san, it'd be great. This meeting, by the way, meeting with Kaminaga-san was held a day after the day that it was decided that I won't be going to the samurai training activity anymore. The next morning we had that meeting, and then we decided, how about we make a new media that's going to be having a YouTube channel and also an online website where there's going to be articles where you can read online, blog articles kind of thing, and it's going to be called Wagaki Japan. Wagaki is the Japanese traditional instruments. And this word wagaki is literally wagaki from the word Japanese and word in Japanese, but it became very popular and well known through Wagaki Band. Some of you guys might know Wagaki Band too. Unfortunately, Wagaki Band stopped their activities once. They've been doing it for 10 years now, but they stopped at the end of 2024. They might be back someday, but we're not too sure. So a lot of people know what wagaki means. So I wanted to use this word. There might be people looking up Wagaki Band and be finding our Wagaki Japan. Exactly.
True,
So Wagaki Japan, I'm going to be making a YouTube channel. Harumi's going to be making a website. We're going to be selling instruments. We're going to be making an online community where people can gather together who likes Japanese traditional instruments. And we're going to be actually holding shows where people who visit Japan can actually go and just watch the show. It's like a 2-hour show or whatever it is, And the first step is the YouTube channel. So from here, Harumi needs to make the logo. We need to make the description and explain everything what this media is going to be about. We want to have a clear goal of what we're going to be trying to do and all that kind of stuff. And so it's going to be really, really fun. We're going to be making videos of how to play the instruments. We're going to be introducing shops and workshops where the instruments are made. We're going to be actually interviewing professional performers, and maybe having them do one piece for us, maybe in one video or article or whatever like that. And on the website, it'd be great if we can have a tab where you can jump to and look for online lessons, for example. All that kind of stuff. And we can actually even have a tab of activities, because there's already a lot of activities in Japan, like Shamisen Dojo, for example, where you can go to and experience Japanese instruments, right? We can make it like a tab where we can introduce all of those different places where you can go to.
Great.
Exactly. Maybe in the future, if we can have a search engine, so you can put in Kyoto, and then you'll have all the lists of Kyoto places, or you can put in Shakuhachi, Kyoto, and then it comes up, all that kind of stuff in the future, maybe. It'd be great if we could do that. So we want to be the hub of Japanese traditional instruments and music.
Amazing.
So that's what Wagaki Japan is going to be. Okay? And then, sorry, it's going to be almost 30 minutes. Sorry, guys. The fourth thing, I'm going to make it quick as possible, is going to be something called the No-In Kyoto Tour. This No-In is not K-N N-O-W. It's N-O-H, which is No Theater No. Yeah, No in Kyoto Tour. Yeah. So this is going to be a new private tour that I'm setting up together with Yamada Isumi Sensei, as I told you guys at the beginning. Yeah. So it's going to be a tour that you can customize. Yeah. So in the first half, if you want to, you can visit the workshop where they make the no masks, where they make the no fans, where they make the no shozoku, which are the special uniforms, the kimonos, and you can also go and visit the butai, which is the actual stages, the official stages, and then after that, of course, you don't have to go to any of them and immediately jump to the show, but after that, we'll be visiting the place, wherever it is, a shrine or a temple, that's related to the story that we're going to be showing you at the end. Yes, and after visiting that temple or shrine or whatever, and then move on to the venue where the show is going to be held, and Isumi Sensei is going to be bringing the other performers together and is going to be doing a show for us. The show itself too, which story you're going to be watching, you can customize that too. The 4 stories that you can choose from as basic stories are the Hanjo, Tsunemasa, and Yuki, and Funabenke, which are all very, very famous stories. But there's also 10 other options if you pay extra. Because Isumi Sensei needs to borrow the shozoku, which are the special kimonos, costumes for it. If you pay extra, you'll be able to watch all of the other stories too if you want to, kind of thing. So this is a tour that I'm thinking about right now. Awesome. A lot of the things are not decided yet, though. Of course, a lot of the workshops that I mentioned earlier, where they make the no masks or all that other items used in no theater. Of course, craftsmen tend to be very closed. That makes sense. True, their worlds are very closed. You know, most people don't like talking with people that much, but more with whatever they're working with. You know, their tools or their wood or steel or whatever, you know. So most people aren't like open to everyone, you know. They're like, oh, welcome, come on in, you know. They're not that kind of people. Most cases, So we need to go and say hi, have a proper meeting kind of thing, like aisatsu in Japanese we would say, like greetings, And even after that, maybe it won't work out. We really need to be careful of keeping them happy, you know, and not be disrespectful, all that kind of stuff. True, And still, we don't know which venue we're going to be doing the show itself in. It might be a shrine, a temple called Ninnaji, which is one of the World Cultural Heritage Sites. It's really hard to say that word. And the place itself is related to the piece called Tsunemasa, which is a samurai from the Taira clan, and when the Genji and the Heike were fighting. So it'd be great if we can do it at that temple, but I'm pretty sure that temple, the venue, if we're going to be renting it for a few hours, is going to be really, really expensive, and maybe the temple itself will say no in the first place. We're not too sure yet. Then we have to rent somewhere else. So we haven't really finalized how much cost it's going to be to run this tour in the first place, but it's going to be not cheap at all, to be honest. It's going to be a private tour, and when we first do this tour, I think I'm not going to be including my own what should I say, my own income in it, if that makes sense. I'm going to be the tour guide, by the way. So I'm going to be taking the guests to all of those places and then guiding them to the venue. We're going to be enjoying the show itself and then explaining what the stories are about and all that kind of stuff. But probably I won't be earning anything from this in the beginning. So we need to definitely try to find a system of how to make money from this, because we can't, it's not going to be sustainable if we can't make a system, right? So But I'm very excited, though. It's going to be a fun tour activity that I think not a lot of people can do. There are few people I think that I know of that might be doing something similar. But it's not as, what should I say, clear. It's not as open, that makes sense, to anyone kind of thing. So I'm very excited that I'll be able to actually take part in activities or do something to help the world of no theater. And especially for people who are interested but never actually had a proper place to go to and enjoy it, and have a person who's actually training in no theater to explain more about it, speak English and all that kind of stuff. So we just added 4 more things to 2025 to what we originally talked about in the first video we posted on Let's Ask Shogo. So it's a bit crazy again. We're going to run through again. It's the Japanese, the website we're going to be selling the authentic Japanese real katana, with Yushin Kankyoto. Kobudo. The second is the men's kimono brand Usen Kuma that we're going to be doing individually. Well, just the two of us, Hanami and I, we're going to be working on to get together. And then we have Wagaki Japan that I'm going to be doing with Kaminaga-san, the new website, the new YouTube channel, a show probably, and the online community. And hopefully we'll be able to start the No in Kyoto tour with Isumi Sensei very soon too. So all of these new things, guys.
Wow,
Yeah,
more.
I'm not too
Huge.
sure if you guys have been listening to the end here. We've totally been talking about something that's completely personal to us. And
I'm keeping coughing.
yeah, and you're just coughing. Shogo's podcast, yeah. Shogo and Harumi coughing podcast today.
Sorry about that.
Yeah. But if you've been listening to the very end, it'd be great if you could leave us a comment and let us know which of the four that you're most excited about. Yeah, and if you have any ideas or if you have any requests, like Shogo, if you're going to be doing that, please include this, or you absolutely have to add this, or all that kind of stuff. It'd be great if you can let us know as much as possible. Okay, in the comments then.
Yes, please.
All right. Okay, then I'm not going to force Harumi to talk today.
Thank you.
Her eyes are watering up because you're probably trying to stop herself from coughing, but I'm going to be stopping it here. But guys, thank you so much for listening to the very end. We'll talk to you again next week. Bye-bye, guys.
Bye.